Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on the Swift 580. So today I'm up here to do a little bit of work on the back panel. Mainly is that the sealant around the back panel, which you saw in the last video, is coming away. Now, we had the front panel done by Sussex Caravan and Motorhome Centre, and they've done such a perfect job that I wanted to try and have a go at it myself. Now, many years ago, I used to work for a double glazing firm who are no longer around. In fact, it was between 1985 and 1990 that I worked there. And I think there was a recession in 1990, I think it was. Anyway, I digress. It all fell apart. So anyway, I used to use silicon, Sikaflex, mastic, all that sort of stuff, helping the guys out. So I wanted to see if I can do it again. I have not done it since about 1990. So if this does go wrong, it's, yes, my inadequacy of being able to get it done properly. But we're going to give it a go anyway. Let's show you exactly what we're going to be using. Okay, from left to right here, we've got a skeleton gun. We've got a bottle of a Ferry washing up liquid in a solution of cold water. Now, I will tell you what that's for in a moment. We've got some non-cutting blades. They're made of plastic. I've used them before in a previous video. And we've also got the MS60 and a roll of blue paper towel. So that's what we're going to use. And that is all we're going to need to use for this project. Right, okay, so like I said, this is all we're going to be using. It's a plastic blade. It doesn't cut your hands. It's you know, and it doesn't cut the paint on the bodywork, so they are really harmless, but they're very effective at getting stickers off and also for getting mastic off. So we're just literally going to run the blade up the side of the GRP body, and there you go, it's coming out already. Literally, there you go. Now I could just leave that mastic in place. But what I'm doing, I'm not going to do the whole lot. I'm just going to take off the parts that I think need to be removed. And then we're just going to go over the top of the existing one and just make it look a lot more presentable. Because what we don't want is any water getting behind the actual awning rail itself. Right, okay. So what we've got here is we've got this MS60, which is what we're going to use to do the back panel. I've also noticed a couple of places on the top of the roof I'm going to need to do it as well. So we're going to do that. Let's put that down there for a moment. With these as well, you have to cut the top off. I'm not trying to teach anyone how to suck eggs, but you know, some people don't know it's there. Be very careful, and that is the only part of this that's dangerous. Right, now we want to take the minimal amount of the top of this, which basically means that we're going to take a slight angle back to the other side, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. So now let's put it back in the skeleton gun. Oop. And we can get this done. Right, so I might get in the way of the camera a bit. Let me just move that camera a bit, just so you might get a better an angle at this. Okay, so hopefully that's better. So what we want to do is that angled part of the plastic nozzle that I took off there wants to sit right in that corner there. So what I'm going to do is, from where our top marker light is, I'm going to come down on that, just get some up into the tube. Okay, right, so that's just into the tube now. I've got the sun in my eye, so I've got to be careful here. And it's just one continual motion, pressure on the trigger. Right, slight gap there. Let's just go back on that. And what I do is, the reason why I've got the Fairy washing up liquid is so that I can spray over the top of this, and it stops your fingers from sticking to it. All right, I might be out of shot, but I'm still talking to you. and trying to concentrate at the same time. So we just got that continual bead going all the way down. Just missed a little bit there, go back. Go into the bottom and come back up to that bead. Now, I'm reliably informed that when they done the front of the GRP body, a young lady done it. I can't remember what her name is, but she done such a good job. I hope I can replicate to some degree how she done it. So just literally fairy washing up liquid. We'll get it to spray. Okay, so it just wants, oh, sorry, that went all over the lens. Let me just have a look, see if you, right, okay. So I don't want that. Okay, all right. So we just literally wet it down, all the way down. Wet the end of your finger. Get yourself some paper. Okay, wet my finger down again because I dried it off with the paper. Right, okay, and just from where you started, just run your finger down all the way. Just keep going, don't stop. Right the way down to the bottom. And that's the access you're left with, which is what the paper towel's for. So what I'm going to do again is just wet that down one more time, do one more pass over, and I think we'll call that bit done. A bit more is coming off on my finger now. Let's wipe that off. And it's actually going on remarkably well. Like I said, I haven't done this since about 1990, and then I wasn't a regular at it. But for what it's worth, I think that the job I'm doing isn't that bad. It's not on par with what the young lady did up at Sussex Caravan and Motorhome Centre. Far from it. She done an absolute excellent job, and I will show you what she's done compared to mine. And there you go, lovely. Right, let me take the camera off the stand and show you exactly what we've done. Okay, so I've done all the roof. I don't know how much of that you're going to see, but I've done all the roof. It's not exactly pretty, but it actually seals the roof. That's all I'm worried about. In time, it'll fade a little bit with the colour, and yeah, it should look pretty much the same as what the young lady at Sussex Caravan and Motorhome Centre done. Hopefully that now will be okay for the rest of the duration of this caravan. I don't think it'll need to be touched again. There are other bits and pieces that probably will need to be done, but at this time I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to mess with them. Yes, some of the Sikaflex or the sealant that they use is gone dark in places, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not worried about that. But it's still sealing the caravan. That is the main thing. But them areas that I showed you earlier on, they're the bits that I was more worried about than any other part of the caravan. We have got a bicycle rack bracket on the back of our caravan. I am thinking about sealing that, but looking at it, when you try sticking anything down the side of it, it's all still nicely sealed, but the sealant is dirty and black. I don't think it really does need messing around with it, and I think I might just leave it. Yeah, so that's it really. Really easy job. You can do it yourself. The actual Sikaflex or the MS60, I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can get it. I think it's between sort of $14 and $16.99 depending on where you get it. I think I've seen it on eBay for about £15. But yes, it's very easy to do. As long as you've got a solution of fairy washing up liquid or whichever one you want to use, you can literally just put a tablespoon of fairy washing up liquid in there, and the rest is all water, and just shake it up and then just spray it on once you've got the sealant on there. because if you wet set surface down, it won't stick. And that's the aim of the game, is making it stick. So yeah, so I think I'm done here. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video on the Swift Challenger 580. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers. Thank you very much for watching our videos. I really do appreciate it, and so does Sarah. Anyway, we will see you very, very soon in the next one.